Hey everyone, happy Friday. Hope you've been having an awesome week and hope you're ready for another edition of Friday Reads. For this week, I read King's Ransom by BT Urruela and CD Bradley, and it features BT on the cover, and the image was taken by Fotog. And this book is about Dimitri, who is described as 23 years old with a chip on his shoulder and a taste for hard partying. He never knew his mother growing up. She actually died during childbirth, having him. And he really barely knew his father either. And unfortunately, his father passed away in a motorcycle accident at the beginning of the book. And the Sinners, which is the motorcycle club that Dimitri's a part of, is really the only family that he has pretty much ever known. So that's one of the main characters. And then the other main character, her name is Annalise. She is the mayor's daughter, and she's a professional ballerina. And from the outside, it kind of looks like she has the perfect life. She's from a very rich family and has a private driver, and she has this amazing career at just 19 years old. But no one can really see what is happening on the inside. She's being treated very poorly by her parents. Her mom takes advantage of pills and alcohol to cope with her own turmoil, and her dad abuses her. And both of these different individuals, Dimitri and Annalise, come from such different backgrounds, but they share so much in common. They're trying to deal with coping with things that have happened in their lives, things that were very unfortunate and that stemmed from their childhood and the way they were treated. This is one of the quotes that I really liked from Annalise. It was time to put the mask back on and go out into the world like the perfect porcelain doll she was supposed to be. Her life was a facade, and she was nothing more than a performer on a sadistic stage. It's really on stage where Annalise feels most at home, kind of where she feels the safest, honestly, and she's able to leave everything she has on that stage, and for those moments, she is completely away and separated from her family that hurts her the most, and she can really just do what she loves. One of the dynamics I really liked the most in the book is between Dimitri and Preach, who runs the Sinners Motorcycle Club. And they have a very father-son relationship, and they look out for each other and take care of one another. And I just really liked seeing how that unfolded throughout the story. And I think this will probably be the last thing I talk about story-wise, because I don't want to give anything away. This book has so many elements that I love. It has a lot of suspense and thriller aspects, and you never are really sure how things are going to turn out, which I really liked. So the Southside Sinners are in a bind. I don't want to say exactly why, but they kidnap and hold Annalise for ransom in order to get the mayor to pay $1 million, which he owes the club for reasons you'll find out in the book. And what seems to be like the perfect plan ends up being anything but. And you kind of see how that unfolds throughout the story. Dimitri is the one that ends up kind of spearheading, taking care of Annalise while she's in captivity. And their relationship kind of takes an interesting turn the more they get to know each other and the more the story evolves, which I found very interesting and fun to see how that evolved. And the more that she's held in captivity, her feelings toward Dimitri kind of change and evolve, and she feels things that she's never necessarily felt before. So, my question is, have you read King's Ransom? And what did you think about it? And yeah, please leave your comments below. I'm really excited to hear what you thought about it. I thought it was a really great read, and I loved how seamless BT and CD went back and forth between their voices. Sometimes I didn't necessarily know who wrote which part, which was really fun to see. And yeah, I hope you all have a great weekend, and stay tuned for another Friday Reads coming soon.